So, you guys, hold on. Give me some glasses. Give me your glasses.
I need 5 more minutes.
Give me your glasses, Trina. Give me your glasses. Here, put these on.
Oh,
Put them on. Y'all recognize it now? Tell them what movie.
People don't introduce themselves.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm not sure, so since she has my glasses on, I gotta wear my glasses. So, this is my little sister from another mister, and she played Lavender in Matilda. One of my favorite movies that I've watched before in my life, and
This is good.
yeah, he's even seen it. Aren't they cute? I'm gonna switch those out. So this is our very special guest that I absolutely love and adore, my little baby sister from another mystery. And we've been talking. Actually, Vaughn has been having a conversation with her about relationships, and this is kind of a segue from what we were talking about last week. And someone said, "Welcome, beautiful 707 chick, 60s baby."
You could read more.
Says, "Welcome, beautiful Courtney." Hey, Courtney's giving you the love eyes.
Thank you, Courtney.
Thank you, Courtney, for being the moderator as well.
Thank you.
So I'm about to take this out of the oven,
It's not 5 minutes yet.
and yes, I'm about to. I'm taking that right now. And then I put all stuff on it. So that it look halfway decent. Thank you, Tammy Faith, for your badge. They got into this pretty large debate, and I was like, I'm not sure if we need to wait on this conversation, because there was a woman, because we always extrapolate this from some other person, and somebody said, "You're so beautiful."
Thank you.
So there was a woman, and we can pull up if you need to see it. There was a woman, and she said, "I don't want a man to judge me for my weight." And then the dude said, "Well, you're judging us for our height. We don't want you guys to judge us for our height. I'm 6'something. This dude is like 5'8". But maybe you're not the type of guy, you're not the type of girl that he goes for. And maybe your size, you're sitting here and you are segregating against this guy based on his height, but maybe he's going to segregate against you based on your size." And then she started to cry.
She had no problem telling him that he was too short for her. But when he said, "You're too big for me anyway, so it's no big deal," then it was an issue.
But she became the victim.
Yeah. Typically how it works.
And I was talking to my little baby sister Kiami, and she was telling me about, the type of man that she wants, blah, blah, blah. And that's fine and good, have your standards. But sometimes you may have to change that package. You want this man to come in, because just because you want somebody does not mean that they always want you back. And I'm not saying against you, I'm talking about this lady that we're talking about.
It's life. It's just life.
And it's just the truth. And I remember I was one of those women who was, I guess, slightly offended by what what was his name? Kevin Samuels. Because he was like, it seemed like he didn't let people finish saying what they had to say, but there was really no reason for them to finish saying what they had to say, because at the end of the day, just because that's what you want, it does not mean that's going to be reciprocated back at you. So you're going to have to either change not your standard, but change your way of thinking, or you're going to have to be met where you are.
You can keep your standards. Your standards about how you want to be treated. But
you have to be met where you are.
But the packaging that it comes in may need to be variable.
Can I have my glasses back?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I see that out of these.
Oh yeah? They're the same. But anyway, so we were having a conversation. Do you mind saying how old you are?
I'm 38.
Because he's really young. And no, you are. It's just his numbers. But I don't think that she's going to have a problem. I don't think you're going to have a problem finding a guy long term. But I think that you need to be malleable in your desire. What I mean by that, tell them how tall you are.
I'm 5 foot. Vaughn doesn't believe me, but
That's something for a later date, but tell them what your height requirement is for a guy. And don't lie. And don't adjust it, tell the truth.
okay, I won't. Okay, so I prefer like 5'10" and up.
That you lying right now.
No, that's what I said.
That's what she said.
But not what you said at first.
And I think that's what she told me at first.
What'd you say to me at first?
5.
You told me 6 foot.
Okay, okay. At first, yes, I did. You got it.
First you told
You
me
got
6
it. You
foot.
got it. You got it. You got it. He's right. Yes, I did.
Which I think is ridiculous.
Why?
Not, because you're so small.
Okay.
And
This is true.
a 5'8" guy is still gonna be taller than you in heels.
This is
Now,
true.
I'm not trying to discourage you because people like what they like. Like I told you, we were having this conversation earlier, and I'm like, I like women with nice butts. And I've dated some women who didn't have a butt to speak of, and I like what I like. So people have their preferences, but you gotta be a little bit, you gotta be willing to adjust, for where you are in the country, age, all of those things. You have to adjust for your surroundings, for societal differences based on how old you are, where
Hold
you
on,
live in the
knock, knock.
country. Oh,
Okay,
good segue.
this is
Damn,
how it
that
turned
looks
out.
good. Hold on, can you get closer? Yeah, hold it, stop. That's really pretty, dear. That's good
It
looking.
is.
That looks good. Good job. Man,
Ooh, that looks
that
amazing.
almost looks like you
sis.
stenciled that on there. That's a good job.
Yes.
Can we eat it? Wow, that's hot.
That looks amazing.
Good looking.
Okay, you're supposed to have it with your seaweed.
No problem. You like
And,
dump it.
and here's some extra eel sauce.
So then, are you gonna serve? How do you get it out of there?
Well, I gave you a spoon and a fork.
So just a spoon?
Well, and you have to put it on your seaweed. Okay, like that's the
I
seaweed.
want you to do yours first. I'm gonna copy.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a couple of pieces of seaweed so I can have them on my plate.
Which is good all by itself.
Yes. I'm gonna do the same thing. Okay.
Looks delicious. Somebody said you look the exact same.
Thank you.
Okay, I guess I'll do mine first just to show you guys. I have my little seaweed. Now you can get the full seaweed.
Rolls?
No, they're not. They're flat. There's like a whole sheet.
Oh, sheet, yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Or you can buy them in the little individual size. I got these in a little individual size rectangle sea salt, just regular with nothing else but the sea salt. And so we can go ahead and say race. You can say on race side. Okay. Okay. So you want me to do mine first? Or want me to do one for you
I
first?
want you to do yours first.
Okay, let me try to get everything in there. So once I get in there, oh, it's hot. So you got your rice. Look at that, it's piping hot. Got your rice. You have your salmon mixture on top of there, sriracha.
That was real good, man.
So you put it on your seaweed. Now I like a lot of eel sauce, so I'm gonna get just a little bit more eel.
That's gonna be too.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be too hot because I'm not trying to burn my mouth like Vaughn does every week. Okay, so I'm gonna let that sit for a second. And then I will roll it up. Okay, so what were you saying? Vaughn?
I don't know. I'm thinking about
Who we
food.
saying that-
Think about food, man.
I'm gonna at least taste it while it's hot.
Somebody in the comments, I'm watching YouTube, she's watching Instagram. So someone
Yes.
remind me what I don't know what I was saying. That looks incredible, dear.
It does.
Doesn't it though? Someone said it looks delicious, but where's the spicy mayo? She mixed it in there. And later on there'll be a cut too that shows it all being all mixed up.
There's the Japanese mayo on there, there's sriracha on there, it's mixed in and on the top. And we have eel sauce, we have yum sauce, green onion on top. You can do it however you like to do it, because you can. Some people don't like spicy. But go ahead and try it, little baby sis, and see what you think. I'm moving my glass out.
Probably gonna remind you of your motherland.
I know, right?
So ignorant.
When I met her, I thought she was Asian. Oh, I'm sorry. Some more of that.
It's like a deconstructed sushi roll.
Man, this thing smells good. It looks hot though.
It is. You usually don't care.
Yeah, man.
You want just a little one of this?
Just a tad. A dot. Yeah, right
Yum.
there. Just that. Okay. Pull back. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, good. Watch me eat it.
Yeah, man, it's hot. Is it hot? It's tearing you
But
up.
it's good though.
Yeah, it's tearing you up. See.
Yo, y'all know how we are. We have to wait for Vaughn to try it and see what happens. Now, y'all know it does not usually take him this long to eat his food. Like, come on, Vaughn.
Wow.
Right? Yeah, you did that, sis.
Oh, man.
That.
That's good.
Oh, no.
I'd rather do it this way, though.
I think so, too. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't eat off my spoon.
No one did. Now, the eel sauce is going to make it a little salty. That's salty sweet. There's enough of that.
Wow.
Yeah, that is amazing.
So you have to be careful not to over salt because these are salty. Mr. Box is a little salty. This is sweet and salty.
I'll try it.
Sante doesn't want to eat over here anymore.
Yes, that.
He did. It's very, 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 very good. To me,
Yeah,
to me,
good.
to me, it's a little bit on the salty side.
Oh, yeah, you're weird, though.
Is it on the salty side to you? A little bit?
Not to me.
You're weird. You complain about your food all the time, dear. It's fine. It's never, it's rarely. I think you've given yourself props 2 or 3 times since we've been doing this. Not very many.
I think you need to give yourself a pat on the back for this one. For sure, for sure. There you go.
And I'm having hot flash.
All right?
That's probably what's wrong with me.
That's what it is.
That's what's going on.
That's why I'm getting on your nerves.
Yes.
More than you.
So y'all have to forgive me when I'm going through my little hot flashes and stuff.
Walk away.
Like the door's open, but it's not open enough. But because the door's open, I'm mad because the door's open because I don't want any bugs and stuff coming into the house while we're trying to eat.
That's pretty much. Go jump in the pool.
Go jump in the lake.
I'm glad I have a
I
witness.
just caught that. Like, what?
That's it. That's it in a nutshell right there. That is my life.
You want some more of the sauce?
Nope, don't need it.
Okay. I'm hot.
You wanna take a walk?
Take a walk on the wild side.
No, I'm gonna try to do yourself.
Okay, so, and that's another thing. When you become a woman of a certain age, then you have hot flashes, menopause, and men who deal with young women. They don't have time for that kind of stuff. They don't want to. They don't want to deal with that 50-year-old woman when they still have that 24-year-old
Not
woman.
every 50-plus guy wants to date 20-year-old women.
But I'm talking about the menopause. If you dated me like right at the time I was going through menopause, would we have been dating?
No,
Why not?
no, not at all. Because you were so mean.
What?
No, you were so mean, but you were so mean that it was completely out of character for you, because I knew your character, and I'm like, there's something going on. And at first, I thought it was me. I'm like, and we were getting married because we were going through the wedding
wedding
plan.
stuff?
And you were just snapping everything. So I remember the first time I noticed it happening. We were sitting and we were picking colors or something, and I said, I want whatever you want. Why don't you just plan it and we'll do whatever you want? And she got up and said, that's not how this works, and like stormed out of the room. And I'm like, well, I never thought that you could get yelled at for telling somebody to do whatever they want.
Well, a lot of women want, their counterparts to at least have something to say about something.
No, what you wanted is for me to make a suggestion so you could tell me no, because that's what ended up happening. I didn't plan anything. So, that's what happened.
That is, first of all,
And then the other time, you snapped, and I thought it was a bit excessive, although it was when we were planning the wedding, 2 days before we were shooting the wedding. It was when that cake showed up filed. And
somebody said they just took her husband to the same thing.
we
It was
were-
before the wedding, though.
No, you're not listening. Remember when the cake showed up and it was broken?
Oh my gosh, it was
And
broken.
we
It was
ordered,
like a piss.
we ordered this. It was supposed to be a peacock, and the tail of it was supposed to be
Cascading into cupcakes.
Well, what we
With
got,
the colors of the
what we
wedding.
got was a turkey with a broken neck.
With and they looked like pens.
It looked like a Pez dispenser.
It had Rice Krispie treats on the inside. That's how they formed the cake. And the cupcakes, they had these little flat thingies on there that were like way too big that covered. Oh my gosh, it was horrible, terrible, and bad.
It was horrible. Now, the one thing I will say, because I will never just dog a person out. Now, we did eat part of it. Me and my sons did anyway. The cake
After
was
you
good.
laughed.
I don't. Did my boys laugh? Were they mad?
They laughed because they probably laughed because they were mad.
Yeah,
Everybody and
yeah.
Eric and Caleb were just like, "Mom, that's just wrong."
Yeah, but we ate some of the cake and it was good, but it was just the presentation was terrible.
Horrible. It was horrible. But
You done eating?
But I'm gonna say this though, even before the wedding, Bon's not telling you by the time you put me in a refrigerator.
What?
Okay, so that's the first time we had a hot flash. You want me to show the picture? I got the
You
picture.
bet me if you show that picture, I promise.
Not the one on the boat, the other one.
Oh.
So we're driving to the lake, right? And we're having a normal conversation. And she kind of snapped at me, but it's like, well, what do I do now?
I did not.
No, you did. You absolutely did. Absolutely did. And then I just kept driving. And I mean, it wasn't like 2.5 minutes later, I looked at her and it looked like someone had thrown a cup of water in her face. And I'm like, what is going on? She's like, I don't know.
Oh, I know what happened. I know I was upset. I know exactly why I was upset. Because we went to the grocery store first. Remember? And you know when you walk, you just kind of stroll. And I got to the car before you did, and you didn't unlock the car for me to get in. And you're just sitting there putting the stuff in the car ever so gingerly. And I'm sitting there looking like
Now, mind you,
I just ran through the sprinkler.
that happened, but mind you, that had never been a problem until that day. That's how I always did it. But today, I got snapped
Not
at.
today, that day.
That day I got snapped at because of it. So we're driving down the road to the lake, and she's still complaining about it. And then 2 minutes later, I look at her, and it looks like someone just took a whole cup of water and threw it in her face. I'm like, what is going on with you? I don't know. So there just happens to be this gas station that we were going to have to pass. Made a left-hand turn into there, and I knew they had a walk-in freezer because they advertise it, and so I just put her in the freezer.
It was a refrigerator. It's like, you know, when you go
Which
to
one
a,
you- a beer?
like when you go to a convenience store and they have like the little beer and wine section that's like it's separate by itself, and the little with the door with all the cold beer and blah 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 in there. He put me in there, and at first I was mad because he just stood there and didn't let me out of the refrigerator. But
I didn't keep you in there. Don't you?
you didn't just let me walk out. It wasn't like that. You like stand there for a second.
I told you that.
Yeah, stand there for a second. But at first I was mad. I'm like, why you put me in the refrigerator? But then I was like, I'm so relieved. And I felt so much better. Did you post that?
No,
Was it-
I never posted that.
Well, just you can flash it to them.
I'm gonna show him.
But that's how you know he's wrong, because he took a picture of
So
it.
here's Instagram. I had to show my mom.
That's enough. Mom, that is enough. Look.
See, it came in handy. It's the same text I sent my mom.
Wow.
And there was another picture that he took as well that was
No, I
so
won't show
like
that.
if you showed that picture.
Nah, we
Cause you know, and I love mine. You showed that picture to mom, and even she had to hit you on your chest for that one.
She laughed though. She laughed first.
But anyway, women go through different stages in their lives, and even though men go through andropause, the difference between men and women, they call what men go through midlife crisis. For us, we go through menopause.
I call it andropause.
And then that's when they go through this quote unquote stage that people say, I'm not saying it, don't say Trina said. Here's a disclaimer, don't say Trina said. People say that that's when men, go through this phase so they want to see a younger version of themselves through another woman's eyes. So,
That happened.
and that's when they end up dating, the younger women.
I've had some friends of mine whose, I won't say any names of course, but whose wives have told them to go out and have an affair because she won't be bothered.
Look at me. I'm never going to tell you that.
Okay.
Just
That's
let you know.
That's fine. That's fine. But we don't want to be bothered, so.
Yeah. Yeah. That's, wow.
But, everybody's different.
Everybody's different. Everybody has something that works for their relationship. So you can't talk about what somebody else is going through. You just don't know what's going on in
You can
somebody
just
else's
say you
relationship.
wouldn't do it, but if it works for them, so be it. You've gotten better now. We're jumping off subject, but you've gotten better now because
This is a real thing.
you recognize that it's happening.
Yes.
And you'll say it's about to happen. And then you just go and separate yourself and come back when you feel better.
Yeah, I told him before. I told Mom before. I said, nothing is wrong. But everything is wrong.
At the same time.
So I gave him that opportunity ahead of time for me to go in one part of the house and he can go in another part of the house. So that way we can.
It's best I just leave.
No, because what if I need you for something?
Yeah. It's like,
This is true.
for the men on here, my wife will say,
This is
I'm hot, I'm cold,
Yeah.
I'm hot and cold.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to blink that loud?
I've never ever said you have to blink that loud.
No, but there's a thing
But
I do with my
sometimes
eye,
and
and I
you
scratch
swallow
my eye.
loud a couple times.
I swallow too loudly, and then I scratch my eye, and sometimes it makes a noise, and she's like, your eye is too loud. I'm like,
I don't recall saying that.
Of course
I
you
do
don't.
not recall saying that.
Conveniently, you don't. I'm sure you don't.
I just don't like when you hit the bed.
I don't lie on you, ever.
You hit the bed. I'm like, why are you hitting the
I'm
bed?
not hitting the bed, I turn over and I put my arm down. So I just get up. Good.
She swallows out.
Oh
She
my
told me I was swallowing
God.
too loud. She told me
You
I
did
breathed
swallow
out.
too loud. You were drinking something. It was just like a gulp, and it was like,
I was drinking down a big cup of water.
it hurt like every swallow. I heard every swallow.
I do it at least twice a day.
But he doesn't have hot flashes, and I do. So,
I have to deal with your hot flashes, same thing.
and so sometimes I have to have one leg in the cover, another leg outside of the cover, and then, and I love my baby. I love the bear. I really do. But sometimes he emits too much heat, and I want him there, but just like right there.
And of course, I never get it right.
No, we're not
Are
acting
you
like I
hot
can't get right.
natured?
Huh?
You hot natured?
I just emit a lot of heat.
Ah.
Just naturally, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, and then sometimes he was like, babe, why are you so hot? Your body is hot.
It's on fire.
It's a hot.
Like hot. To the touch, like hot. This is not fun. And I think I'm starting to go, because I think it reached its peak already.
Let's hope.
And now I'm starting to go back down to normal levels. But my husband, he recommended that I had pellets. And I took the pellets. And when I was taking the pellets, I knew when it was time to take new pellets because it dissolved.
Don't you have some pellets right now?
I don't have them in right now. They need to be.
Don't you have some pellets? Where are the pellets?
They're in the refrigerator. They're in the cold storage thing for the medicine stuff. So,
People were saying, I thought it was just me.
yeah. Lee Anderson is not just you. You're so correct, Trina, because I'm the same way. Yes.
Who was the young lady eating with us?
Oh, this is Kiami. She's an amazing actress. And my friend, my little sister from another mister.
Yes.
And Bond was giving her.
She's not my child. I don't have a daughter. Jesus Christ. I have 3 boys.
So Bond was giving her, because she was asking Bond about relationship situations, and I was like, okay, let's hold it so we can, because it was so juicy. It was so juicy earlier. It was way juicy earlier than it is now.
Well,
Because I guess now we're trying to
I
eat
can't
stuff
say
too.
the stuff
Her
I was
business,
saying.
right. You can't tell her business
Not her
either.
business. I can't say things the way I was saying them to her. We'll get demonetized. I already lost my Instagram account.
No, we don't want that either.
One time he put 100 and he got black. He got flagged. I mean, they just don't like him. They just don't like him.
I deserve this one.
Since somebody said they want to see what the pellets look like.
See what the
What?
No, can they see what the pellets look like? They look like Tic
Tic
Tacs
Tacs.
almost.
They look like Tic
They
Tacs.
look like Tic Tacs.
And most people won't have them at home. It's just, we do.
Yeah,
We have stem cells here, all kinds of stuff.
we had them.
Oh,
We had them. So someone said, that's Lavender from Matilda. Yes, she is.
Well.
Yes, her name is Kiami. And believe it or not, she's in her.
No, she's
And
not. No, she's not.
she's in her.
Oh, you said 30. I thought you said 4.
No, she's in her.
She already said she's 38. She already said she's 38.
Yes, I am.
It has a very, very youthful appearance still. Yes. And looks amazing. And she was talking about how she wants dudes that are over 6 feet, but that might not fit their criteria because maybe they don't want a short woman.
Well, it's not necessarily that. It's, you'd be surprised. I had a friend of mine. The dude was like 6'10", 6'11".
What?
And he would have loved her. He loved short women. That was some weird, but he would have loved you. He's a good dude too, but he's like 6'10" and a half.
Where is he?
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
He didn't even think about it. He was like, no.
He's good to play ball with. But anyway, I would never set him up with anybody, period. I wouldn't set him up with a woman I didn't like. So anyway, but he liked really short women. But so what we did, Kiami and I, is I ran her requirements through the female delusion calculator. And her criteria, let's just do it for fun. I'm not going to show it, but it was okay.
I say Jada and Will. Will's not 6'5", is he?
Will's about 6'3".
Okay.
About
But you're
6'3".
6'5".
Yeah, what's that have to do? Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. What are your requirements? 34 to 44?
Mm-hmm. We about to do it again.
I'm doing it right now.
In front of everybody. Show them what it looks like though.
I will
If they want to go
once
to
I
it.
get it.
It's called delusionmeter.com.
Yeah, it's a female delusion calculator. But
What the males is? What are their
well, you
counterparts?
can do math.
Okay, so let's
Or
see
do-
what this
or do
is.
This is for women.
So
So what it asks you is what your gender is. So I'm doing woman, exclude obese,
Yes
meaning
or
will
no?
you or will you not date someone who's big? She won't. She's a tiny chick. No. So and it asks you if you want to exclude married people.
isn't that something how that's an actual question? Do you want to
Yeah,
exclude married
because there are a
men?
lot of women that will date a married dude. A ton of them.
That's crazy.
And so
She ain't right.
I gave her height, and your minimum is 5'6". Is that what we did? I don't believe that. We're gonna. Oh no, that was left over when I did my portion. We're gonna do 5'10"
Yeah, that's what she
to
said.
whatever.
Yes.
So if a 6'7" dude wanted you,
I said
cool.
like no taller than like 6'2".
So if a 6'6" dude wanted to date you, wouldn't date him because he's too tall.
Yeah.
And so now you're discriminating. Okay.
Oh Jesus! Why?
I'm gonna put 6'3".
Okay, that's fair.
Mm.
I
And
heard that.
income. What's your income minimum? And we'll go to however high. But what's your minimum?
But I said like 65? Isn't that what I said?
No.
No, earlier you said 75 earlier.
Oh, I said
Don't get on the screen and change.
75.
But that's realistic though. That's realistic.
Right,
So
right,
now
right,
it
right.
says, let me see.
That's something else.
Let me show them what it.
Ethnicity.
Oh, ethnicity, and you said black.
I did.
Okay, we want to do that, and then we'll change it. So this is what it looks like.
Jesus. It was awful, y'all.
So this is what it looks like, and we're gonna hit the.
Let's find out.
Oh, it's better this time? A little bit.
A little bit. So,
0.5%.
I know.
so the guys that she's looking for.
No, you did it wrong. That's why, because you put it for women.
Oh.
You did the wrong thing. She's looking for men. You put
Oh,
half
I
a
did it
percent
back.
for the women. Yeah, you did
I
it
didn't
back.
change it because when you were gone, I did it for me.
There we go.
Okay.
Now we find out.
Here we go. Let's find out. Yeah, I did it backward.
Wow.
Oh, that's
It
still
was,
a
it
little
was
bit better.
3.9 last time.
So
Right?
it's so 0.4%.
It was 0.39 before, but I raised the height. So now, so 0.4%
Four tenths of a percent.
of the U.S. population fits our criteria. Now,
So it says, oh,
what does it say, babe?
we'll go back. It says, okay, so that's 659,909 of 164,977,000. No, I'm sorry, 164,977,341 American men. That's just in America.
Justin, but this is not excluding guys that aren't attractive, because that's subjective, you know. It's not excluding gay dudes. It's not excluding guys that are in prison. So that's every man in the country. That's not just the working public. I'm gonna switch it because I think you need to expand your horizons and look at other ethnicities.
Yes.
I'm not for it.
And
That's all.
stop discriminating.
Somebody said I'm 5'10", she would have to climb a ladder.
That's not possible. It went down even more.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, because you think about it, because African American men make up a smaller percentage of the population. When you open it up to everybody, it's 0.02.
Do that.
That's awful.
It's 0.02 now.
Jeez.
It's a glare. You can't really see.
You can't. Can you see it? See. There. There.
Yeah, that's pretty
So-
bad.
That's all.
It's just there.
You couldn't pay me to be back out there.
You need to open up ethnicity, and you also need to be open to dating somebody outside the country.
I'm here for that.
You know, I mean,
Or maybe a little shorter.
Yeah, what'd you say? It's like 5'7", something like that?
Yeah, maybe you should, broaden your
Go down
horizon
to
like
what,
5'6",
what
5'7".
was I? Oh, I was at 5'10".
Yeah.
Why? You said?
I was at 5'10".
Oh, you were at 5'10". Oh, okay.
I mean, because she's only
I'm gonna
5
put it-
feet.
I'm gonna put it at 5'6".
6 inches
Okay.
taller.
Even with heels on, he still got you about 3.
This is true.
Okay.
This is true.
So
Okay,
let's
let's find out.
so at 5'6", still
Hey, it's still the same amount, so she might as well get what she wants.
it's the same. amount.
What is happening right now? Oh my gosh.
Yes. there are a lot of-
Sheesh.
See, that's what I'm saying. That is flawed.
It's not flawed. It's not flawed. It's based on the U.S. Census.
Well,
And vital
and
statistics,
who,
it's not flawed.
And who is actually filling out their census paperwork?
Most people.
Oh.
Most people fill out the census. So it's
That's
just,
crazy.
it's. I'm not gonna say that.
Somebody said they don't do long distance.
Well.
So that's another something. Are
Then
they,
you-
are they in your state? Are
well,
they in
then
your county?
Then you miss out because that's how we started.
Yeah, we did.
So, and
I
if
wasn't
I
having hot flashes then, but yeah.
no, if I'd have been closed, stop that down my shirt. If I'd have not been
I'm glad. Eat up, buttercups.
open to it, we wouldn't be together.
Say it again.
I said if I hadn't been open to it, we wouldn't be together.
Likewise.
Well, you didn't want to get married anymore.
I didn't.
Okay.
Hey, look at God.
And yet here we are. Having our 5-year anniversary
Introduce me to one of
in
your friends
December.
then.
Yeah, okay.
She told me she didn't ever want to get married again And I'm like, well, we don't have blank else to talk about. Maybe one of your friends would be interested. And she got mad.
Of course I would, because that's tacky.
Not tacky. We hadn't even done anything.
It's still tacky.
We hadn't even kissed when we had that conversation.
It's still tacky.
If something you said wasn't, like if you just said to me, you're just too tall. I'm like, well, I've got a friend who's 5'11". I'll introduce you to him. That would have been no skin off my back. We're not a match. We're not compatible. It doesn't mean anything.
Okay, but let me tell you something about women.
Okay.
Women, I have to choose my words. A lot of women, put it that way, because I can't pigeonhole all of them. A lot of women are very jealous. So let's say I introduce you to my friend,
Okay.
and y'all hit it off.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, y'all are living blissfully in la la land. I'm not saying that I would do this. I'm just saying in general. They will be mad.
Why?
Man, I shouldn't have given him to her.
So?
Do you understand what I'm saying? Even though
Well,
it
that's
might
it.
not have worked between the two of them,
But it was her decision.
but she would rather not see you happy with her.
And
Now,
that-
if you rolled up into the sunset with somebody she didn't know, it'd be a horse of a different color. Because now she got to look at you in your face when you and your girlfriend, and she was like, "Oh, dang it, I gave him to her."
I'm pretty sure that's a female trait because I've actually met chicks with my friends and they've they've been interested slightly in both of us, or two or three of us. But for me, that doesn't really mean anything because my friends and I are a lot alike. So it doesn't offend me if you would have liked one of my friends. It's like, yeah, he's a lot like me, so what? But I think that's just a female thing. But if I introduced you and we were talking and I introduced you to one of my friends, y'all ended up married, I'd be happy as could be. It wouldn't bother me at all. I would be really happy.
Russell calls me every live. Can you?
No, I'm not into it.
It's gonna pause it.
I already asked. We don't make money on Instagram, it's cool. Wow, everybody knows that.
But anyway, make a long story
TikTok
short,
and YouTube.
too late. It's just one of them things. Especially, I'm not saying for me because I've already been married a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
But if a girl and she was like, I don't want to get married. No, you're not for me. Oh, you're too tall. And then she sees this other woman blissfully happy with you. She gonna be a hater.
That's silly.
I'm not saying that it's me. But I'm just saying she would definitely be a hater. And she's not gonna be like, oh girl, you got married. Oh, I'm so happy for you. I can't believe I gave it to you, girl. It'd be like that. It'd be like,
If I didn't want you, why would I not want you to find somebody who you'd be happy with? That's silly. That's gotta be
see,
a woman thing.
you're personalizing it. I
Yeah.
didn't say
I'm talking
you
about me.
or I'm just saying that's just in nature. That's how some, not all, that's how some women are. And then while y'all over there on your honeymoon, another one be like, girl, I can't believe they gave it to that man. Something gotta be wrong with him. I know something wrong with him, girl. 'Cause I used to talk to him every night on the phone. Something with him is not all there. She'll see with the lip look.
Some lady
She'll
said,
see later.
some lady said, stay single, less stress. God will bless you with the right man.
Yeah, that's what somebody said about you.
But you know what? Here's the thing. Everybody's not going to get married. Some people, and I'm speaking from experience, there was a time where I didn't deserve a wife because I was an asshole. Some friends of mine, they're still assholes. And I would hope they're good people to me, but they are terrible in relationships, and I hope they never get married because I think that it would just be a disaster. Conversely, there are some women who don't deserve to be married. That's just the way it is.
The word you're using is deserve.
Deserve.
Tell me why that's your
Because
choice.
because if you're an idiot, you forfeit your right to
Just let it go.
What's funny about that?
Nothing.
What
If
do
you're
you
an
mean?
idiot, like what makes them an idiot?
Well, if you're mean to people, if you mistreat people, if
yeah,
you
well,
cheat on people,
that's
you know,
horse
if you only care about yourself, if you care about yourself, if you never put the other person's thoughts or feelings, wants or needs before your own.
At any time.
If
all about
you're
mentality.
if you're mean to the person's children, this is male, female. If you're that person, you don't deserve to be married. That's, you should have to, I think there should be a certain matrix that's put in place, and you have to check a higher percentage of the boxes before you are allowed to get married. There's a time in my life where I didn't deserve a good woman because I wasn't being a good dude. I was out messing around all the time, whatever there was. I didn't deserve a good woman to be married. I didn't deserve it. So, but when I realized that's ultimately what I wanted, I changed my ways, and look what happened. And I think if people aren't self-aware enough to stop doing the stuff that they were doing, then if you're going to continue doing what you're doing, you're going to get what you already have. And if you're not smart enough to change, then maybe you just deserve to be alone. Male, female, whomever, doesn't matter to me.
Well, I'm gonna ask you a question then, Vaughn, because I know we're wrap up soon. This is a real question. I saw someone say, and this was on both sides. It was a radio show, and the man was saying to the woman, it was like, okay, well, dress for the man that you want. But it also told the man to dress for the woman you want. Like, what does, in your opinion, especially being a man of a certain age, what does that look like on both sides?
What does what look like?
To dress for the man that you want, and for a man to dress for the woman that he wants.
Every man's different. I have friends that love for their women to like show a lot of cleavage and wear jeans with a thong showing and stuff like that. Very revealing things. That's just not.
Do you think he wants his wife to do that?
No, this would be his girl or his wife, and he's one of those guys that he can buy. He knows how to buy clothes for women, so he buys his wife stuff like that, and she's more than happy to put it on. But that stuff is cool to look at, but I wouldn't want. I'm not that way. Now for a guy, women, well, it's hard to say because see, my wife says I dress terribly. And I don't think I do. I just dress normal. I wear jeans, I wear Kohans, I wear polo shirts, polo sweatshirts, stuff like that. I don't.
You dress like an athlete.
But
you wear shorts and a polo, and sometimes some flip flops, and sometimes tennis shoes. But that is usually Sam. Usually when you see Vaughn, what is he in? Some shorts and a polo and some tennis shoes.
You left out my Kohans.
Or your Kohan, blah blah blah, whatever name Han.
Yeah, but
Han, Christian Anderson.
But I'm not
I don't care. That's how you dress.
I'm not a stylish person. I told you that when we met. I said I don't know how to dress.
No, mind you, as I say that, I'm a bit of a hypocrite because I'm not this big old fashionista. I'm a jeans and a t-shirt kind of girl.
That's nice for you to admit that. I'll tell you.
I hate dressing up. I actually hate.
I'll tell you one thing that made me mad early on. She would get dressed up all the time for work, photo shoots and all this. And then we going out on a Friday night and she got on a sweatshirt and some Crocs. I'm like, I'm not going anywhere.
What's some Uggs? I love my Uggs.
I'm like, I'm not going. Go out with your friends. Because you'll dress up for everybody else, but you won't dress up for me.
That's not dressing up for everybody else. I just feel like I'm more comfortable with
Do
you.
whatever you want. But my point is.
But I've changed.
But my point is you would complain about how I dressed. I'm like, well, you're not actually killing it on your end either. Jesus.
I would like to call you something, but I can't right now.
I'm just saying, it was just kind of.
But it starts with a P. Ends with a K.
Jesus. I'm done.
That's all right. I've been called worse. By you. So.
That's not true.
Look at his face though. Look at He begs to differ.
That's not true. Thank you, Tammy Faye, for your contribution.
Mm-hmm.
I can't look at your phone now.
Not till you tell the truth.
I did tell the truth. What's the first thing I called?
can't say it on
Whisper it,
there.
whisper it in my
No,
ear.
we get demonetized. You know what these microphones do.
What? We don't even have microphones on.
This lady said, I'm 4'11" and love a tall man. Never will date a short partner. Tallest man she dated was 6'6" and you 4'11".
What? How did that happen? How did
That's
y'all
not even-
meet?
that's not even-
Period.
that's not
Rhonda, how
even
did
fair.
y'all meet? How did that
It's not
happen?
even fair.
Why are you saying something?
Because she's still a 6'6" dude from a 5'11" woman.
But she didn't steal anything. Maybe that's what he like. Just like your friend, you said he was like 6'10" and he
Yeah,
likes
ridiculous.
shorter women.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Some men like itty bitty women.
Yeah.
And we're here for it.
I'm here for you, Rhonda. I'm here for you, Dr. Brown. I'm here for you, Juicy.
Oh man.
Okay.
I'm here for you, Kiami. Hey.
So last year when we had Trina's birthday party, I waited.
Don't do this, Mark. Don't do this.
I waited 7 years to get this picture, and I'm gonna post it if I ever get my Instagram back. But
Stay with it, stay with it.
You were here first, and then
Me?
yeah, and then Dr. Brown came, but y'all were never together. So I went and introduced him real quick, and I said, "Come get a drink," and so I put him close to the bar so I could take a picture. And he says, "I don't like to do anything. So what do you want him to do?"
Look at the face though.
No, I don't care. I know what I already know what you don't have to look at.
Well, I don't necessarily have any preconceived ideas as far as hobbies. Like, as long as you
Like, you like them, do you like public displays of affection?
Yes.
Do you like going to the movies? Do you
Yes.
like the water?
Yes,
Like, what
yes,
do you
yes, yes. Like beach dates. I'm a foodie, so
Even though she's only this big.
that's exactly.
There's not.
But yeah, so being able to just have fun together, and it doesn't have to necessarily be things extravagant, but date each other. It's because it's not just a one-way street for sure.
That's what we talked about earlier too.
Mm-hmm.
In that she wants to be courted, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just
Oh, and God fearing. I'm sorry.
yeah, that's almost a given.
That's the top of the list.
But at the same token, we had this conversation earlier. Even though she wants a God-fearing man, she doesn't want some man that's going to beat her upside the head with the Bible and giving her verses all day long.
Yeah.
I had that before, but they talked about somebody, I'm not going to say who it was. He told me a sipping Christian is a sipping Christian. So guess what I did? I bought a case of beer and I drank them one by one just to let you know you are not going to do that. That's not going to happen. I mean, not in succession in one period, but I was just like, no, that's we're not doing that here. Next thing you know, I'm walking around with my head down, wearing long skirts all the way down to my ankles. I'm not doing that. No. Mm-mm. No. And then on top of it, no.
What we were talking about.
Oh yeah, okay, what else do you like? Mm-hmm.
No, we were talking about the fact that she wants to be courted.
Yes, we did
And
talk about that.
I was saying that from the younger generation's perspective, that's kind of a dying thing. Because guys don't have to do that anymore. They have a lot of options, and from my perspective, I can see it. See, some of us we're too old and set in our ways. But when guys say things, some things make sense sometimes. So, like, I can't not open doors for women. It's just that's hardwired into my brain from my father from the time I was a little kid. And I've had a couple women snap at me, I don't need you to hold the door. Luckily on one of them I was able to drop the door on her. Like, no problem, catch it. But I just said, why would you snap at me for that? Fine, here you go. And I just let it fall on. But a lot of guys are saying, well, women are equal now, so we don't have to do the things that we did before because women are equal now. And which I can understand logically, because if a woman is your equal, then why are you picking a box up for her? I understand that. I can't not do that as my being who I am, but I get where guys are coming from on that. I think that the paradigm has shifted in male-female relationships. And if you're equal, then you can't be equal and receive chivalry, because chivalry kind of means that you're not equal. That's why people are doing things for you. So I don't know. It's the younger generation. Y'all have it so tough because it's not clear cut. It's not black and white anymore. I don't know how you fix it.
I'm an old generation and I need my
Yeah.
husband, and I'm not doing that.
Yes.
I'm gonna just pick up the box because it's too heavy.
You make me pick it up when it's not too heavy.
I don't make you. I
Uh-huh.
ask you. I ask you, can you go out? Because I want to go outside. No, that's what you get. See?
Yeah.
See? No, I don't make you do anything. You don't make me do anything.
No, you know what I mean.
But because some people misconstrue things.
Well.
We've grown a lot with each other in these past 7 years, though. We really, truly have.
I had no choice.
Well, because we're raised by two different households. We walked into this relationship with past relationship situations.
Yeah.
We both came into this relationship knowing what we wanted from that other person.
No.
And sometimes they're not always in alignment with what that other person wants until you really talk it through. And like, oh my God, we're actually really saying the same things. We're just saying it in a different way. You know, things of that nature. We both knew that we wanted kids from one person.
Early on.
Yeah, we already knew that, you know, there are certain things that attracted us to each other from the very beginning based on the things that we aspired to achieve in a partner. But at the same token, we still came in with different grocery bags and laundry lists of things that we did not align with initially.
What you can't discredit is how much walking into public life affects the person who's not used to it. You've been doing this since you were 14 years old. I've had cameras trained on me when I was playing basketball. After that, no big deal. You know, and then by the time I was older, the cameras were on my children. So walking into life with you, I like you. You know, we liked each other. Your lifestyle, I underestimated how difficult it could be. And that's probably because I was being optimistic because I was happy I found someone, but I underestimated how difficult how difficult this type of life can be. And I like to say to people out there who think you can just walk around and be a famous person, you can't. It's a lot of hard work for her and her family to be the people that they are. And you think you could just do it. And here's the thing, any professional makes their job look easy. That's how they become a professional. You know, a good receiver will make you think, oh, I could catch that ball. No, you couldn't. No, you couldn't. You know, a good basketball player makes you think you can hit that 28-foot jumper under pressure. No, you couldn't.
I think if I put my mind to it,
No.
I would.
No. There was some 6'8" guy putting his feet 45 inches off the ground. No, he couldn't. Professionals make it look easy. My wife and her family make what they do look very easy, but it isn't. And because I've tried to speed myself up or to match their energy, I can't do that. Because I try to match their energy because I can't match their talent because I don't have any in that regard. But I didn't know what a strain it would put on a relationship. I didn't know how difficult it would be to face certain things. I don't know how to not show my emotions. When I'm mad, I'm just mad. I don't care who's looking at me. I'm just mad. I'm not putting on a fake face for anyone. But when I do that,
but I do have to interrupt this.
But when I do that and I'm out with her and people take pictures, it's, you know, it turns into something else. Well,
But that was one of the things that I really like about you. You didn't put on pretense, and as you know, Kiami can attest to. When someone is out in the world, the only people that they have to, I guess, impress is not the right word, but impress upon, I'll put it that way, or that's your inner circle. But when you allow yourself to be out in this type of arena, you're living in a glass house and everybody gets to comment on your life. Or they feel like they have the right to comment on your life.
Exactly.
And whether you're having a good day, whether you're having a bad day, people don't necessarily care. They just want to see what they see, and they want to see you in the same light that they're accustomed to seeing you in.
Mm-hmm.
And they forget sometimes that we are just natural, normal human beings. We just happen to make a living a certain way.
Right.
We make our living by being in the public. Like when people say, "Oh well, this is what you signed up for." Well, you know, when you work for AT&T and my phone doesn't work, does that mean I get to call you and curse you out because my phone doesn't work? No, you didn't manufacture this phone.
Right.
It's not your fault.
Yeah. No.
This is what you come here to do for your job, for your work. This is your bread and butter. This is how you pay your bills.
Mm-hmm.
And it's no different from anybody else who chose a field in entertainment. Because as a matter of fact, it's not even always choosing a field. Maybe that's just what you were led to do or born to do, and that's your talent.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody doesn't have the same talent.
No,
No.
Even everybody can be a salesperson. Being a salesperson is a talent.
it is.
It all is. And that's what makes the world go round, because everyone has a certain, a station is the wrong thing, but everyone has a certain talent that helps make the world go round.
Everyone is good at a different discipline.
At something.
Yeah. It's got to find it. But the point is that you can't just walk in here and think you can do this or be in a movie like this one over here.
Movies,
right,
TV.
Right, on TV, right. You think you can just walk in and do that fresh off the street. There are people that can do that.
They call them naturals.
But chances are you're not one of them, because there's so few. There are guys walking up and down the street that can go step foot on a NFL field and run a touchdown. Most of us are not that guy. It's just different. But anyway, so it puts a lot of strain because you have other people in your relationship from the jump. I've had people walk up to me. I had a lady walk up to me at Essence Fest that year. You had to do that thing down there.
Mm-hmm.
I think you should talk to Trina like this, and you should do this. And I turned away, and she grabbed my arm. I said, I wasn't finished. And thank God security came, because I grabbed that lady's wrist and I let her go. But it's just like people will just take liberties. Like who do you think you are? Like if I walked up and grabbed that woman, I would have been in jail. But she feels like she can do it to me, and it's okay. Now she did get tossed out, but it's just. And then guys walking up and touching your wife inappropriately. I had to check a dude a couple weekends ago over that. You don't touch my wife like that. What is wrong with you? Who raised you? You can't walk up and just touch people. That's illegal. But people take liberties because of who my wife is. And, those are things that in different circumstances, that would have ended horribly for that guy. But because my wife is who she is, because we were at the venue that we were at, I have to bite my tongue. So you end up shrinking yourself to fit in this public box. So it is tough. But I will say it's been very hard. I've had to learn a lot. But you're worth it. I'm glad I did it.
Hey.
I'm glad I did it. It was tough though. It was not easy.
You too.
Yeah.
That deserves a kiss on the cheek.
You're worth
I
it.
love this.
But anyway, your dude's out there. You'll
He's
figure it out.
out there.
Yes, indeed.
You just gotta be vigilant. You gotta.
Yeah. But he's out there. We'll find the right one. He might be watching. Yeah.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, boo.
He might, so we're gonna go. We're gonna
And Tammy, no, you couldn't.
what she say?
Tammy Faith said at 4'11" she could hit that shot. No, you couldn't.
Come on now. I can't beat him in the downstairs.
She gonna hit a
basketball
26-foot
game.
jumper with me coming at you. No, you can't. No, you can't. Mm-mm.
I like to try.
I like your confidence though.
I'll try.
Go
Really
ahead.
try to shoot, then you just have to jump and only
I
not
am,
fall, and you just land on top of me, and I'm defenseless.
No, you never. See, rule number one, you never follow a jump shooter. You never follow a jump shooter. So no. I was pretty good. I was pretty good at defense in my day. No. Mm-mm. No, you were not getting that shot off. No, ma'am, you were not.
I'm gonna tell you, there's nothing like a nice tall man. You gotta put some scales in his thighs. You gotta climb it up. Come.
Mountain.
Oh, did I get up?
Stop. You know I don't like being tickled. Stop, man.
It's usually up there. I didn't know it was down here.
I don't like being tickled anywhere.
I'm not gonna tickle you.
Go.
I promise I'm not.
Serious.
I didn't know it was gonna be. I promise I'm not gonna
Serious.
tickle you. I know you don't like to be tickled, just like I don't like that thing that you do that you don't do
and I'm
anymore.
gonna do it
So,
100 times if you tickle me.
I'm
once.
not gonna tickle you, old ticklish behind Elmo.
I do not like being tickled at all, and I told you that.
Elmo, I didn't know it was down here. I didn't touch you. I did not say I wasn't going to.
It's time to go.
He said, wrap it up.
Oh, Elmo, look at me.
This stuff was good.
Look at me, Elmo.
Well,
I'm not gonna tickle you.
why you calling me Elmo?
Tickle me, Elmo.
What's that?
You know what Tickle Me Elmo is? The little Sesame Street dog, little red one, and they're like, little tickle me dog. Child, I'm done. You had children, you had,
Grover?
No, tickle
Like
me.
Grover?
no, like
No,
Elmo.
literally
The
tickle me
little red
Elmo.
one, Elmo.
Who? Oh, not Blue. Who's Blue?
I
Is
just
that
said it was
Grover?
red.
Was Grover blue?
Monster.
Oh, Cookie Monster was blue.
Yeah.
Cookie Monster was blue.
Elmo
the
must have
Groucho
come.
was green.
Elmo. There was no Elmo when I watched
Grover was
Sesame
blue.
Street.
Grover
Right. There was no Elmo when I watched Sesame Street. I'm
But
too
you had
old.
kids. You had kids.
Right.
Every kid. Because my kids are the
Blue's
same.
Clues,
Yes, Blue's Clues. Big Comfy Kites.
Franklin.
Yeah.
Franklin.
Franklin.
Schoolhouse Rock.
Evan loved Franklin.
Teletubbies.
Teletubbies was a good one.
Cameron loved Teletubbies.
Sesame Street.
Rugrats.
No.
Yeah, but that's different. But
No.
kids are not.
I don't know. I mean, if they watched it with someone else. We watched James Bond and Rush Hour.
Y'all watch Elmo. If y'all know who Teletubbies are, you watch Elmo.
Doesn't watch Teletubbies. It's ridiculous. Horrible.
No. Mm-mm. Tickle Me Elmo was a toy, but before he was a toy, he was a puppet on the Muppets of the Sesame Street.
K-Hoops. I'm blocking yours too.
Well, I want to say
She
this.
says you're gonna block her shot. You want to put 10 grand and I won't block your shot?
Oh.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
Oh.
Okay. I love your
The
confidence.
confidence is
I
amazing.
love it. Yeah.
You have the confidence of Job. I'm
We
not.
don't
I'm
have to
not
do
mad
that.
at you.
I'm joking.
We don't even have to do that. We can do it for $1. I'll show it for $1.
Okay, so we're not gonna stay. We're
And
gonna
I know
go.
you got a court too.
That was a good conversation, Key.
It was.
Thank you for coming over and being a
Yeah,
part of it.
thank you.
Yes.
And this was, look at this, guys. This was delicious. It's about gone.
We tell into it.
It's still warm too.
It is. It's really
I'm
good.
about to get some more.
It's really good.
So good.
It's surprisingly good. I didn't know how it was going to work out,
Thank you.
but yeah. Well, so we took stills of the ingredients before. I took some video of her mixing it up. You know, we just
I'm not
went
sure if we got a
behind.
picture of the final thing, but we can scroll.
We didn't get a. We didn't.
We
Right.
can take a screenshot.
We have to take a
We can
screenshot of it somewhere because we didn't take a picture of it, but too busy smelling it.
And this one's one.
We'll get better at
Now,
this.
I'm going to be honest about this. I brought a different brand, and this is the one that I chose because this is the one that was all over the social media. And I was like, Mom, I was like, this is salty. I mean, it tastes good, but it's salty. Look, this has 710 milligrams of sodium.
Oh,
That's
wow.
why I was I'm so glad that I didn't put it all throughout the stuff like that. But when I put it on top, I was like, cause at the sushi spot, it doesn't taste so salty. But this one is I would try a different brand.
It tastes that salty to me. Though.
It did to me.
Could it be your hot flashes that make things taste salty?
Did it
Yes.
taste salty to
You
you?
know, because when
Because
you're in
sometimes,
your,
yeah.
when you're in your period,
I'm not
things
that-
are always salty.
Oh wow, thanks. I'm not yet, but it's
No,
almost.
but it's almost time. So that's
I'm
probably.
not having a conversation with you right now. We'll have it in a minute.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to figure out why that's bad. Every woman has one. Why is that bad to say?
actually not
Okay. Most women do. There's some exceptions to the rule. I don't understand why that's a bad thing to say. You
Like for me
you're
personally,
more
I don't
sensitive.
even like chocolate, but I eat chocolate every once in a while when that happens.
I got a friend who has a wife, of course, and 3 daughters. And he's got a son. The son was the youngest. And they would all sync up. And so when it came to be that time of the month,
That makes sense.
he would just buy chocolate, leave it in the house, and he and his son would leave and go eat out. So,
It's just horrible.
it's brutal.
I feel for my dad. 5 girls
Oh, my
and,
God.
and my mom, so 6 women in the house
His,
at the
his,
same time.
his place in heaven has been reserved a long time. So I had a couple of people ask when we're
Okay.
going to do the live cooking again. This person said, please start up your live cooking shows again.
For sure. Well, Bond's work schedule has changed,
Yeah,
so
so I
it's made it really
apologize.
difficult
That's why
to.
we have to start an hour later. Cause
Later so we're gonna get back. Sometimes I'm gonna do it by
We will,
myself, and
right,
then maybe after
right.
I do it, we'll take that extra hour, and then we'll just go straight to YouTube only, and then we'll eat it together, and we'll just go ahead and talk.
I'll be out of town.
Yeah. So and then maybe I'll just have some people come.
So those of you who don't want me in the videos will get your wish next month sometime.
I will be getting my wish.
No, but you know how they say that. Just do it by yourself.
And then they're gonna complain, say it was better with God.
Not them, not them.
You can't win from losing it.
They want you to be at home alone, just like they are.
Well, but that's that. This was delicious. Thanks to the TikTok person who created that.
The guest is absolutely gorgeous.
Isn't she cute?
Thank you.
It's just too bad it's a woman that said that. But,
Oh,
you know.
Jesus. But I
We
appreciate
get, we
you,
getting
sis.
closer. We getting closer.
Yeah.
We get a dude.
One comment at a time. One
Yeah.
comment at a time. Sis. We gonna get there. Someone said we love you, Vaughn.
And we
I
do.
love you back.
Oh, and I'm not sure if she wants to tell people that she's a.
Whoa.
You want to tell them?
I can.
Go ahead. You tell them this one.
I'm a Delta.
Oh, okay. Are you?
Yeah.
I am.
As high as you are, then AKA didn't come get you.
Beg your pardon. I'm an AKA.
You know what's crazy? My mom was an AKA.
Oh, okay.
And
I did not know my Duke was an AKA.
yes, she is. That is
What?
your award, your host award.
Child, who knew?
Yes.
They don't have a height requirement.
You know what? I'm not doing this with him tonight.
Anyway, thank you guys. See, Vaughn is out of control. He's out of control. He's simply out of control. See, some people, just some what
Oh
people.
my God.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for
Thank you.
your contributions.
Wow.
Thank you guys for your comments. Thank you for your questions. We will see you guys next week on Chat and Chew. We will let you guys know, I promise, when we start cooking live again. Like I said, we may cook live and then segue into a Chat and Chew so Vaughn can eat when he gets home. And we want to thank Kiami for coming. Thank you so much for your input. And we'll see you guys next week. Thank you.
See you later. I gotta turn this off.